Welcome back. This is video 3 of the box hunt. What's in the box? We are going to start on box number 3. Still have 2 left over here. And yes, they are very heavy. Let me go and put them back. Let me get some room here. Oh boy. So, last 2 videos, if you haven't seen those, go ahead and watch those and catch up with what we've done so far. This is video series 135. This will be C. Catch up with A and B. It looks like I'm going to be doing 5 videos for this whole hunt because there's been a lot of good stuff. So if you haven't seen the previous 2 videos, go back and watch them. Catch up with what we have here. Let me go ahead and cut into this box real quick. And we'll get it open. Yes, I am starting to get used to this hand now. It's just getting the atrophy and the strength back. Yeah. This might take a moment to open up. Let me skip the video here and I'll be right back. Alright, now I got a good grip on it. I can go ahead and open it up now. As you can see, a lot more loose coins in here. Seeing a lot of copper and a lot of nickel type, aluminum type, and brass type. Again, like somebody said, there's a really good mix of different metals in here, so you get to see the different metals from all over the world. Let's go ahead and pour this out and get started on searching through it. Alright, first off, I'm already seeing some English copper. Seeing Irish copper, some Italian, some Spanish and Portuguese. I'm seeing some larger English pieces. Throw the box away here. Some French. Some Austrian. Actually, I might need that piece there for my Austrian set. So let me go ahead and get started with this, and we'll be back in a bit just to point out some good stuff. Okay, we'll see you in a second. So we wrapped up box 2. There's nothing really jumps out. Mainly just a lot of coins I'm going to add to my collection. Okay, I got plenty of sleep last night. I don't know why I'm yawning. Of course, I start talking, I'm going to start yawning. So, anyway, kind of go through what I'm saving here. These I'm actually leaving out because in case I find other ones that are in better condition. a middle head Queen Victoria, not the young head, not the veiled head. That's a farthing. Then a King Edward VII farthing, which is in very good condition. Still has some of the original luster, but it's mostly brown. Uncirculated coin. King George V. The reason why I have these two, they're both 1918s. That coin came out with a bright finish and a blackened finish. So I'm keeping both of these, but waiting to see if I can find anything else. I will be looking for that year, but if something of a different year pops up, I will definitely go for it. So far, this is the only half penny I grabbed. The rest of them were kind of not in the greatest conditions. This one itself is not in the greatest condition, but King Edward VII. Alright, Queen Victoria, both of these are really nice coins. It's going to be hard to replace those. This one still has luster to it. It still has quite a bit of redness to it. But it does not look like it's really been in circulation at all. It just has a little bit of dirt on it. Then this one's almost completely browned. It's definitely probably about AU to an XF. Again, sorry, I start talking, I start yawning. I'm not yawning all day until I start talking. Still a really nice coin. Queen Victoria was probably my favorite monarch. King Edward VII. This one's really good condition. I would say it's an XF. Trying to see what year that is. 1903. Good coin to have. I saved this one definitely. I wasn't looking for King George V coins, but this one literally stood out. How brilliant, how uncirculated it was. It's probably about almost uncirculated in AU. It's a 1919 and still brilliant. And then a 3 pence I found. I always collect Queen Victoria 3 pences or any silver from her. Pretty much any coin from Queen Victoria. I do like to save those. So, starting with what I found. Going with this one here, British Hong Kong coin. This is a 1 cent. King Edward VII, about 1903. I would say it's about XFVF. The 1830 Bombay Presidency. This is the East India Company coin. It's a quarter anna. It comes in 2 different varieties for that year. There's a long Adil and a short Adil. The reverse with the scales. The Adil is the big J looking thing. The closer it is to scales, it becomes a long Adil. If it's a short Adil, it's about like this one. Alright, I really didn't save these because of the year. This one's really good condition. This will be my King George halfpenny. I'm not going to replace this one. And you can see why. Literally, it's uncirculated. It still has a lot of luster to it. But it's a woody. It has a lot of tiger striping through the coin itself. It's a beautiful coin. I don't think the camera does it justice whatsoever. Even the reverse, it has more bronze to it than the tigered lines. So the reverse looks better than the first. God, stop yawning. Another coin the camera doesn't do justice. You probably can't see it. I can't see it in my scope here. There's a lot of purple toning to this coin. It's almost uncirculated to a uncirculated coin. A lot of great detail, a lot of luster still left in it, but a lot of purple toning in the coin. A 1940, which is kind of a semi-key date. It's about $35 in a uncirculated 60 condition. Alright, then we go to Egypt. Just because I found both of these back to back. I saved them, and usually my 20th century coins I stop around in the 1920s. Every once in a while, if something catches my eye, I'll get something in the 1930s or 40s. This is a 1917 5 millions. That would be the accession year would be 1335, I believe. And then the 10 millions from the same year. Not very valuable coins, but still pretty neat coins to have to the collection. Then we go to Asia. We start off with a coin that's going into my World War II collection. I do try to collect coins from all the nations during World War II. That would be 1938 to 1945. Most of my collection is 41 through 44. So we have a Philippines 10 centavos. This was still under the U.S. administration. Sorry. And this is minted at the Denver Mint by the U.S. Mint. Still silver content, about 75%. And then we go with an American food ration token. Sorry. God, now I'm hiccuping. Alright, one ration token from the OPA. This is a red point token used for different foods. I believe the blues were for like produce and stuff, while the reds were for meat. When I say produce, I mean like milk and breads and vegetables, stuff like that. But when you wanted to buy meat products, you would have to use the red one. Alright, going to France. I kept this. I already have one in my typeset, but this was still a very brilliant uncirculated coin. I had to save it. It was 1907, 10 centimes. Still very brilliant, still very beautiful. This is probably one of my favorite reverses. This is the obverse here, but I put the reverse out front. Staying on France, we're going back to 1892. There's a 10 centime. This is about XF to AU. Very good condition for its age. Alright, we'll wrap up with Italy at the end because there's a lot of coins there. Not going in my Austrian typeset because my typeset doesn't go back that far, but I still do collect these. Austrian Empire from 1851. The Austrian Empire started when the Roman Empire, or the Holy Roman Empire, fell in the early 1800s. I think it was 1807. And the empire lasted till the 1860s or 70s, and then Austria became kind of like a republic. Franz Joseph was still ruler during that time. Oh, let me turn it over. Sometimes forget to show the reverse. I do apologize. Alright, going with the Austrian pile here. These will be going into my Austria type set. These are 3 that I found that I didn't have. First off, a 10 groschen. Groschen to their shilling is like our cent to our dollar. So this is 10 cents to their dollar, or 10 groschen to their shilling. Then we go to a 2 groschen from 1966. The Austrian eagle with the shield. An aluminum magnesium coin. Pretty neat alloy there. If it ever catches on fire, you'd definitely be able to find it. Bright flash. 1955 50 groschen, or kind of like a half shilling. Pretty neat design there. They did this with the 10 and 20, I believe. Alright, so we go on. This here goes to my Russian collection, which I'm starting with the rise of the Soviet Union in, I think, the 1920s, 1921, I believe, to the fall of the wall and the Soviet Union into modern Republic Russia. This is a 1930s 5 kopecks. When you look at Nemista, they describe these by the orbits. What an orbit is you see that ribbon going around the wreath. It orbits the wreath 7 times. So when you see 16 or 17 orbits, you count the ribbons. The ribbon, how it wraps around the wreath. And again, not showing the reverse, I apologize. Alright, next up, the Netherlands. I kept finding these, and so I decided to keep the best of them. 1882, 1 cent. This is King Willem III. And it just basically says 1 cent on the back with a wreath. And the reason why I have, let's see. Oh, I kept this one because it was a, I think it was still a better condition. Oh, never mind. I'm talking nonsense. This is 1885 half cent. The other one was a 1 cent. This is a Willem III. And let me turn it upside down. Alright. Let me start with Willem on this one because Wilhelmina comes next. Alright. So this one was very, very brilliant and really uncirculated condition. 1881, Netherlands 2.5 cent. So you basically went a half cent to a cent to a half, 2.5 cent. And this one is King Willem the Third. And then you have Queen Wilhelmina the First. She came in after Willem died or passed away. Apologize. About the same coin. Still really good condition, about an except the AU. Alright, as we leave the Netherlands, we go to the Dutch East Indies, which is a part of the Netherland Empire. 1856, 1 cent. There were a bunch of these, but literally this was the best out of them. This is a Willem III. As you can see, it's pretty well worn. And then a newer 1914 under Wilhelmina the First. This is a 2.5 cent. Great luster on it, uncirculated coin. Great details. Even has a cartwheel left in it. Alright, so we go to Panama. Only saved this. I mean, it's a 1916. It's within my 20th century range before 1920. But I do love their 2.5 cents because it's just an oddball coin. I mean, that one was 2.5 cents. It's just an oddball denomination. We did stamp these coins for we minted these coins for Panama. The U.S. Mint, should I say. This was on a nickel planchet. We continue with Panama on this one. I kept because of the toning. This is a Cupro nickel clad copper. It's supposed to be white like a nickel or a quarter, but the copper, I believe, bled out and just causes golden toning. It's really beautiful. It's very high detail, so I believe it's very uncirculated. You can actually see the toning in the camera there. Alright, this one we'll save for a second. Next up, the Ottoman Empire, 1856, 40 para. This is a hefty copper, about the size of a US dollar. US silver dollar, should I say. This is from Constantinople. I believe before it became Istanbul. The backwards 3 is a 4, the dot is a 0, that's 40. And then if you see the writing at the bottom, the single line is a 1, I believe. The next one is a 2, and the 2 circles are 5s. This is the accession year of 1255. And then you find that year, you find the coin, then that I and upside down V. That is year 14, I believe, of the coin itself. So you can, if you find that, you can find the actual year of the coin. Alright, so for Italy, we start off recent, 1923, and Vittorio Emanuele III, 2 lire. I only got that because I had to get it with this one here. There's a matching pair. 1928, and Vittorio Emanuele III, 1 lire. This was like in very, very, very beautiful condition. So I had to get it out of the box and keep it from getting worse damage on it. Then we go back before 1900. You have 1867, 2 centesimi. 2 centesimi. So definitely this looks like it's going to be another video by itself. So literally there might be 5 videos in this series. We're on the 3rd right now. This is a 1861 5 centesimi. Vittorio Emanuele the second. I know I had him written down as the first, but he is the second. And then we have a Umberto the first, 1894, 10 centesimi. This one has a lot of luster still left, and it looks very uncirculated. There's really no wear to the detail whatsoever. And the reason why I got these two, because they're different mints. You had the BI and you had the R mint. Of course, the BI, you had a lot more coins come out of there. The R mint, you had less. That's why the big difference in value here. This one's almost uncirculated and it's worth about 75. This one's very fine and worth about 450. Sorry, I didn't realize this was below the camera view. This is the R with about 8.5 million minted. It's worth about 75. Where the BI mint was 32 million. And in very fine condition, it was worth $4.50. And then we go back further. Before Umberto was Vittorio Emanuele II, 1867, 10 centesimi. Alright, so that will be it for this video. We will open up the next box tomorrow and go through it. And we'll see you next time. I'm still not sure if I will put these out the same day or if I'll put them out day by day or if I'll put them out over the next 5 weeks. Whichever way. Oh, I meant to do this last coin here. 1933 World's Fair out of Chicago. This is the famous good luck token. And what I mean by famous, this was the token that had the swastika on the back before it became a Nazi symbol. Before then, the swastika was a good luck symbol. And of course, the Nazis took it and bastardized it. And to this date, I believe whenever I see that, they think Nazis instead of good luck. And I'm not sure, but I think the Nazis reversed theirs, where this one looks like it's spinning counterclockwise, there spins clockwise. So on the reverse, you have a horseshoe, a rabbit's foot, a swastika, a clover, and an elephant. Those were all symbols of good luck. And yes, this is a famous token because of that. A very hard token to find sometimes. Alright, so until next time, take care, enjoy, and we'll see you next.